He is the man in the middle of the health care debate.
Still to come on News Channel 8 at 6.
Is Joe Lieberman for Connecticut, or is he for Joe Lieberman? I'm Chief Political Correspondent Mark Davis. That story next at 6.
As chair of the Connecticut for Lieberman Party, I'd like to explain Joe Lieberman's opposition to the public health insurance option. We know that Connecticut voters support it 3-1, but Joe never forgets who he ran to represent: himself. See, Connecticut for Lieberman, not vice versa. So Joe has a message for Democrats and all the voters who want him to support the public option. It's not about you, it's all about Joe.
The Progressive Change Campaign Committee is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Connecticut's Joe Lieberman is being targeted in a TV ad campaign because of his position on national health care reform.
The commercial started airing this week and featured the chairman of Lieberman's own political party.
Chief Political Correspondent Mark Davis joins us live from our Hartford newsroom with details on the campaign and what Lieberman is saying about it. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Jocelyn and Ted. Good evening, everyone from the Hartford newsroom. Some people say Joe Lieberman is doing the right thing, and others say Joe Lieberman is all about himself. Senator Lieberman issued a statement today reinforcing his position against the public option in the health care reform bill, saying he is encouraged by some progress in the negotiations, but so far has seen no language that would change his mind.
Connecticut for Lieberman, not vice versa. So Joe has a message for Democrats and all the voters who want him to support the public option. It's not about you, it's all about Joe.
Here at home, a group called the Progressive Change Campaign Committee is running these television commercials, knocking Lieberman's position. The man featured in the commercials is Trinity College professor John Mertens. He has managed to take over control of the Connecticut for Lieberman Party, the party that Lieberman formed in 2006 to get on the ballot when he lost the Democratic primary.
Voters support the public option 3-1, and Joe is saying that he's going to filibuster any bill that would have the public option in it, and we just want him to realize that voters will hold him accountable.
Lieberman's communications director, Marshall Whitman, called the group running the ads, quote, a narrow ideological interest group, close quote. But Mertens says they really are concerned that many people who can't afford it will be required to buy insurance but won't qualify for the federal subsidies.
We need to offer them a basic health insurance plan that's affordable, and that's what the public option should be.
Lieberman told me last month that Senate leaders know that the bill will change in order to get his vote. And he says it will change for the better because a public option will further bankrupt the country.
We're just trying to convince him that he was elected to represent the voters of Connecticut.
Now, Mertens, in addition to being chairman of the Connecticut for Lieberman Party, is also seeking their nomination. He wants to run for the U.S. Senate against Chris Dodd next year. He says there are about 100 members of the Connecticut for Lieberman Party, and most of them don't like Joe Lieberman. Live from the Hartford newsroom, Mark Davis, News Channel 8.